blends the all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space it out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio king, you gave the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of
all right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
We got this. Let's go. Just the outlaw. Come on, D.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Protect. 180. Plus 49. Hurry, hurry. Shit. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Quick. Check. Real. Fresno.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball. Hey, alert. Switch.
Mayfield down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Regular.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Point it right. Hey, orbit. Watch twins. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Slam. Check 50. Alert.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the 2nd round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
On 1st down, Hines. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
6-3 is our score after one. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
So don't say nothing. King.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though,
and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on third. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They begin the drive with Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
On second down now, It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
On third down, Hines. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they load him up because he's...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Hurry, hurry. Pick it up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch the run. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the script.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 43.
Hurry.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now this is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 12.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run with Hines. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it up the middle. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A run for Nick Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They run again with Hines. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. Regular. Hurry. 49's the mic, 49's the mic. Hey, right.
First down, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hurry.
A give running right is Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll go down, but before getting this inside the 30.
Gain of 21 yards. And the Browns, first down.
180.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hurry.
Now Chubb running right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the red zone now, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Point it right. Hurry.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
36.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. 14.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Sheldon Richardson. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hurry. It's just me and you.
On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 25. Check 25. King. Hurry.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry. Mike's 49. Pick me up. King.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Third and long, it's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
19. Check 52. Check 3.
This is Hines. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hines. And for the third straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down.
58, Mike. Squeeze, down.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Watch out.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Hey, alert. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Mayfield now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Real. Hey, Zoo. You better bring.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Throwing, Mayfield, and he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs.
What? 58, come on. 14, fight it. Double. Slam. Run.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Browns, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles